Hello and welcome to Game Week 32 predictions. For the Premier League, obviously, and this should be a good match week in the Premier League. Liverpool can be crowned champions soon. I think Leicester and Ipswich could be going down. Well, they will be very shortly. If it hasn't been confirmed, it will be officially confirmed soon. So let's just get straight into this video. So the first game at 12:30 is Manchester City against Crystal Palace. City not been the season they would have wanted, of course, and drawing in a very dull Manchester derby on last Sunday afternoon. Palace in really good form. 4 wins out the last 5, drawn to Southampton. There was probably 2 drop points, so it could have been 5 out of 5 for Crystal Palace. They're only 9 points. 9 points, is it? Yeah, 9 points off Man City is ridiculous. The gap between 11th and 6th is 9 points. Very, very tight. Man City is fighting to stay in the top 4. Palace always a bit of bogey side against City, though. In this one, usually. Haaland has been ruled out till the end of the season. Of course, Mateta back as a and Sarr firing for Palace. So I'm gonna back a 2-2. I just think City aren't that good at the moment. Palace will be up for this away at City. Always seem to do well at the Etihad. And yeah, I could see Palace grabbing a 2-2 draw away at Manchester City here. Now it is Brighton, it is Leicester, and Leicester, I mean, they're just nowhere near. They haven't scored in the last 5 games. Brighton have lost back-to-back. They're on that little bit downward trajectory, so maybe Leicester could have a little bit of a glimmer of hope, but I really cannot see it. Ruud van Nistelrooy, one of the worst coaches of recent times, you would have to say, because they're absolutely rubbish, are Leicester City. Brighton should win this, losing to their local rivals Crystal Palace last time out in a 2-1 defeat. This is a tight one to call. I'm going to back Brighton, though. I think Brighton will win this 3-0. I don't know why it's a tight one to call if I'm backing Brighton to win this by 3-0. I think it'll be simple, sound, collective for Brighton and Hove Albion, and they'll beat Leicester by 3-0. And Leicester going to be relegated. I don't know if it's this game or the next game, but yeah, Leicester going down and go lose to Brighton 3-0 here. 2 competitive sides as we head to the City ground as Nottingham Forest take on the Evertonians and Everton. David Moyes saying Everton have plenty of play for coming into this fixture. 4-1, 1-1 draws out of the last 5, drawing with Arsenal last time out. Good point at Goodison Park. For them, Forest losing away at Villa in that 5:30 game last weekend. They won't want to make that dampen their spirits that much, will Forest, because they'll want to get back to winning ways in this one. I think Forest can win this. Everton, I mean, they're mid-table. They probably haven't got a lot to play for at the moment in time, although David Moyes thinks they do. Forest's team is so much better than Everton's if you look at the squads and compare the two at the moment with recent form. I think Forest's defence is just good enough with Milenkovic and Murillo at the back. So yeah, I'm going to back Forest to win this by 2-1. I think it'd be narrow and tight, but Forest just about get the job done over Everton by 2-1. Southampton take on Aston Villa at St Mary's. Southampton now officially relegated, as if it wasn't going to be them going down already. Caretaker manager Simon Rusk comes in for the Saints. Unai Emery decides did well in the first half against PSG, but then lost in the second half, obviously, and conceded 3 really good goals from Paris Saint-Germain, and they looked like they could win the Champions League to PSG. Villa got focused back on league action, trying to get back in the top 4. Only 2 points off the top 4 are Unai Emery's side, and with the power of Watkins and Rodgers and Asensio and Ramsey and Rashford, they should have enough, I think, to possibly get in the top 4. Emery's a really good coach. I'm going to back Villa to win this 3-0. Southampton don't have a lot to play for. I mean, just pride and trying not to break the derby record. I'm going Southampton 0, Villa 3 in this one. And yeah, another good win for Villa, and top 4 hopes we're definitely still alive. Now, at 5:30, it's Arsenal taking on Brentford at the Emirates. Arsenal coming off that brilliant win in midweek against Real Madrid by 3-0. Very, very good win for the Arsenal in that one. Yeah, Brentford drawing against Chelsea last time out. I haven't been in the best of form. Brentford, they're just mid-table mediocrity. Very hard team to play against, though. If you do play them, they always try and keep it tight with Thomas Frank in charge. In Burma and Wissa will be the main sources of problems for Arsenal in this one, because very good players for Brentford. I still think that Arsenal attack looks absolutely dreadful. I know Nwaneri's good. Trossard and Sterling, really. I mean, the defence, they got no Gabriel, he's out injured. Arsenal really lacking defensively just as a team at the moment. But yeah, I'm going to back Arsenal to win by 2-1 in this one. Yeah, I think we narrow, but Arsenal will get the job done. But yeah, Arsenal win this 2-1, and Mikel Arteta's side maybe close down Liverpool if they drop more points here. So yeah, Arsenal 2, Brentford 1. Into Sunday's games where Chelsea take on Ipswich, and we all know what happened in the reverse fixture where Ipswich beat Chelsea by 2-0, one of Chelsea's few defeats this season. Yeah, Ipswich losing to Wolves last time out probably did. That was the game that has sent Ipswich Town down, not mathematically, but almost, well, it has done pretty much sent them down, unfortunately. For Ipswich Town, Chelsea a bit inconsistent lately, beating Liga Warsaw in the Conference League 3-0 last night, but that's not really going to take their league form into account because Liga Warsaw are absolutely terrible. Ipswich Town, beating Bournemouth, but then losing against Wolves, that was the real bummer if they did have any slimmer of hope of trying to stay up. Chelsea will get the revenge from the reverse fixture in this one. Palmer will get a double, I reckon, and Chelsea will win 2-0 comfortably over Ipswich Town and probably relegate Ipswich. So yeah, I'm backing Chelsea to beat Ipswich by 2-0 in this game. Liverpool will take on West Ham in what is the televised game on Sky Sports at 2 p.m. this Sunday. West Ham be looking for a better result than, well, Graham Potter's not exactly clicked a finger like Lopetegui did when he was in charge. It's pretty much been the same for West Ham United, not winning their last four and then winning their previous game before that, 2-0 against Leicester City. Liverpool losing at Fulham last time out, a bit of a uninspired loss for them, second loss of the season. Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk have now signed new contracts with Liverpool, which will carry them on into next season. So that is good news for Liverpool fans, and maybe could go for the league again next year. Liverpool they'll be happy that Salah signed a new contract. I think that Anfield will be buzzing for this. I'm going to back Liverpool to win this 3-1. I think they will concede. I think the defence looks a little bit shaky at the moment because they're getting towards the title. They always struggle at this point in the season. But yeah, I think Liverpool overall will win this by 3-1, 1 over West Ham United. Wolves take on Spurs at Molineux now, and correct me if I'm wrong, Wolves could beat Spurs. Wolves beat Spurs here. Spurs now then would go to 17th in the Premier League table, their lowest ever finish in the history of the Premier League. They drew against Frankfurt last night, maybe a little bit tired from that game. Wolves beating Ipswich last time out, of course, and pretty much staying and solidifying their safety now. 12 points clear now, the gap between Wolves and Ipswich. So Wolves are definitely safe. Nothing to play for the rest of the season. So it's just a battle of 17th between who can finish the highest out of Spurs and Wolves. I'm going back a 1-1. I think I'll go with safe, and both teams are absolutely terrible at the moment. But yeah, I could definitely see a 1-1, and that's what I'm going to go for. Wolves to draw with Spurs, and the pressure still on Ange Postecoglou with the Europa League, them needing to win that, otherwise he's gone. And now to the big game at St James's Park on Sunday evening, where Manchester United travel to St James's Park and Newcastle United. Newcastle beating Leicester last time out, really convincing win. That really almost that's perfect goal from Fabian Schär that was eventually tapped in by Jacob Murphy. Really good finish. That was it was a good effort from Fabian Schär. Manchester United might be a bit tired from the Europa League game against Lyon, where Andre Onana was parrying goals for fun against Lyon, and he looked at the net to see what he could do yesterday before the match. Well, I think if United didn't have Onana, I might have given them a chance in this one. They seem to be definitely doing a lot better. They would do a lot better with a new goalkeeper in their team. But yeah, I can't see it, unfortunately. I'm going to back Newcastle to win this. I'm going to back them to win 1-0. I think it was that last season. I think I'll go the same. I think it'll be a tighter game than expected. But yeah, I reckon Newcastle will beat Manchester United here by a goal to nil. And yeah, keep those top four, slim top four hopes alive for Newcastle and Man United. Got nothing to play for now. So yeah, Newcastle to win this by a goal to nil. Now into Monday night's game and the final game of the match week, and it is Bournemouth, it is Fulham, and it is on Sky Sports Football on Monday Night Football. Fulham beating Liverpool last time out in the Premier League by 3 goals to 2. Very good result for Fulham. Bournemouth drawn away at West Ham, a bit of a lacklustre result for them. They have not been on form, and I'd fully expect Fulham to go all out and try and get 3 points here, but Bournemouth's home form is good at the Vitality. Bournemouth missing a few. Tavernier doubtful to miss this. Losing Tavernier as well is big blow for Bournemouth. No big notable injury for Fulham apart from Harry Wilson being out, but apart from that, they've got a full star-studded lineup. Rodrigo Muniz, brilliant striker for this level and this division. I'm gonna back Iraiola's side to win this one. Yeah, I think I do. I think Fulham just struggle against the. They always do well against the top 6, and I think they'll lose to Bournemouth here, and I'm going to back Bournemouth to win this by 2 goals to 1. I'm going Bournemouth 2, Fulham 1. Thank you so much for watching these Game Week 32 predictions for the Premier League. If you did like what you see, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget over 95% of you aren't subscribed, so please do hit the subscribe button and leave a like. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll speak to you all on the next one.